well into pre-season now, Lois, can you tell us a little bit about what's gone on?
Yeah, we had block 1 before Christmas. We came back in mid-November, and some of the girls started earlier than others. Obviously had some girls who were on Origin, playing Origin, and some girls on international duty, so all had different start times. So to get to the back end of that block and have everyone back in together was really, really good. Had a bit of a break over Christmas, and then we're back into it. On Sunday we had a bit of an away day, which were a really good way to kickstart the new year, to be fair, and the girls enjoyed it. It was a great day, and I think put them in a good place. Looking forward to getting back started this week with normal business in training.
That away day you mentioned, you teamed up with Leeds Rhinos wheelchair team and did some team bonding games. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we just wanted to do a few things differently and get the girls in and around each other and just having a bit of fun. And it's something they've mentioned year on year, is they wanted to do some wheelchair rugby and give it a go, but obviously it's a little bit more logistically difficult. We obviously train on SVG, you can't do it on there. So transporting the chairs has always been something we've had to try and get around, and we managed to do it this year. And James were really, really buzzing that we wanted to do the wheelchair rugby. He was really excited to lead the session. The girls absolutely loved it. He had some of the players come down as well. And they were brilliant, you know, to get in the chairs alongside them, play with them, against them. The girls loved it. They all said that, you know, it were harder than they thought, the arms were burning, and yeah, they really enjoyed it. Had a great session, and feedback from James were great, and it was just nice to spend some time with those guys from the club.
Just on your new signings, the latest one was Elle Donnelly. How's she settling in, and the other girls who've come through?
Yeah, Elle came in a little bit late, so Elle came to trials, and we almost didn't think that she'd be able to play with us this year due to her commitments as, you know, in the forces and where she was based and located. So to get Elle in was a massive coup. She started a little bit later than the others, but she's fitted in really well. She's great to have around the girls, but you know, she's like a sponge. You can tell she's really excited to learn, and it doesn't take long. You tell her something and she really, really puts her mind to it, and we've seen some good progress already, so it's been great to have her around, and look forward to seeing her and having a full block with her in this next block of pre-season.
There's been a few setbacks for some of your players on the injury front. Can you give us an update on that?
Yeah, well, I think everyone knows that Caitlin Beevers had quite a few knocks last year, and she more or less just got through the season. You know, there were times where she probably could have had surgery earlier on in the season, but it was one of those injuries where she can get through to the end of the season and then have surgery in the close season. So she's been carrying a shoulder injury since that game at Huddersfield away. I think it was round 2 maybe of the campaign last year. She had a shoulder injury, rehabbed it, and it's just not been quite right since. So she had shoulder surgery, before Christmas, and she's well into her rehab now. So she's on the mend and she's looking good. Things are heading in the right direction, which is really, really good. So we'll look forward to seeing Caitlin later in the season once we get underway. Elle Frain, unfortunately, she had some issues with her knees last year and been rehabbing, but picked up an ACL injury in training, which is gutting for us, gutting for Elle, and you know, massively unfortunate. But she's had her surgery and she's on the mend again. So still early days for Elle, and quite a nasty injury. So it'll be long-term rehab for her. But she's usual Elle Frain. She's full of beans. She's looking forward to hitting the challenge front on, and making sure that she just makes sure that she does it as well as she can be, and comes out the other side a better version of herself. And you know, we're looking forward to supporting her on that journey. And then yeah, Keara Bennett, again, someone who had a few niggles last year within the leg that she's ended up having surgery on 2nd of Jan. So again, she's on with her recovery, and we'll see Keara feature in the season. Just might miss a couple of rounds at the start of the season.
And just finally, 12 players named in the England performance squad. You must be so proud.
Yeah, really, really proud. I think it's a nice moment for any of them players, but it's even nicer for the girls who are getting that call up for the first time. And I know Lewis Mirror's been included before, but probably wasn't at the right time for her. So I'm really hoping that she's, you know, spoke to her, seeing what she's put out there. So she's buzzing to be included in Stu Barrow's England night squad. Ruby Enright to get that call up to the night squad as well. Is absolutely massive for her, and I'm dead chuffed. And then obviously Caitlin Casey being included in the women's senior squad as well. So I think proud moment for all them, the families, and us as a club. I know the teammates will be chuffed for them as well. And it's exciting times. Obviously the international games going from strength to strength, and there's a couple of big years on the horizon. So I think they all know that it's great that they're included, but how can they keep pushing to be better week in, week out, and make sure they're not just in a squad and they get them opportunities to pull on an England shirt.